Hey, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Jack and Glenn channel. Before we get started, make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit that bell notification, right? Today we're going to review, put a ring on it. Show opened up, opened up with Dr. Stacy meeting with the new couple, meeting with the couples, right? Dr. Stacy breaks the news to the rest of the couple that Dunbar and Chance will not be continuing the process. That Dunbar and Chance decided that they needed to move on. Dunbar and Chance decided they need to leave. They need to go finito. They left. They're gone. They go bye bye. One thing that Dr. Stacy said that did stand out to me. She said relationship issues don't disappear, just disappear. They go with you wherever you go. And they will be continuing the process. She said we won't be having two empty seats, right? We won't be having two empty seats on the show because that's not what we're going to do. We're going to keep it rolling because y'all guys have built a relationship with each other and we think need to introduce a new couple. They introduced a new couple, Jasmine and Zay, right? They've been together for 3 years and they met on Instagram. They met on Instagram. He was in her DMs and she was in her DMs, and somehow their first date, they ended up in Cancun. I think she said something like he texted her cousin, or their cousin was going to Cancun. Whatever the case may be, their first date ended up being in Cancun. My man Zay owns several businesses. He owns a strip club car wash. I wonder how that works, right? That is kind of weird. A strip club car wash. You go get your car wash and see some strippers. See your car wash, and that ain't the only thing that you watching, right? Hey, it works for him as a business down in Atlanta. I don't know what it is, but if you're down in Atlanta, y'all check it out or drop the name in the chat. I don't think I'll be taking my car wash there. If you want to stay married. Anyway, he also owns a lounge. He got a lot going on there. She said, mentioned a little backdrop that she thought she was going to get a proposal ring on her birthday, but my man broke out and gave her a promise ring. I don't know if you guys saw the clip, but what was funny in the clip was he had his phone out, like reading what a promise ring stood for or why he was giving her this promise ring. I'm like, at least if you're giving her a promise ring, right? You should be like, hey, memorize that junk. But I also thought, maybe y'all help me. I thought a promise ring was one of them rings where I promised that we're not going to have sex until we get married or something like that. I didn't think a promise ring was for grown folks. I thought a promise ring for like people that was in high school and things like that, promising to stay celibate or promise to stay a virgin until they get married. Maybe I got a promise thing wrong. Maybe I need to ask my kids what the promise ring is or what it stands for. But nonetheless, we'll move on. And so she talks about how Zay, when they was on Cancun, or I think it was Cancun or another trip, how Zay, a woman came to approached her and asked her, "Was that your man? Is this your man?" She's like, "Yeah, that's my man." But he tried to get my Instagram number, tried to get my Instagram stuff. Shout out to that other woman, right, who wasn't going down for the foolishness, who wouldn't go down to the foolishness. And Zay blamed it on the drinking, right? He blamed it on the alcohol. Said he had 32 shots, and the 32 shots made, bruh. What I realized, alcohol only brings out what's in you, right? Alcohol only brings out what's already in you. So if that's in your nature, because we already know you met her in the DMs on Instagram, you like getting people Instagram information, right? What happened to the days of people just getting folks' phone number, right? I guess Instagram is a new way to try to hook up with people. I don't know. I just leave it as such, right? But we do find I'm gonna stay with Zay and Jasmine because they're the new couple. And then I come back to Ricky and Catherine and Jasha and Joya in a little bit. We find that next time we see Zay and Jasmine, we see them at home, Jasmine's getting ready to go out on her date. And as she's getting herself ready, the question is asked, what kind of boundaries do I have? Do I have any boundaries? What can't do? And bro was like, only boundary I gotta make sure kissing, no hugging, and all that other stuff. Be respectful. No kissing, no touching. Good. And she like, well, okay, if that's the boundaries you set, that's the boundaries for you too, right? He like, yeah, just make sure he ain't drinking. Then she told him he got a 1 drink minimum, I believe, on his dates. Yeah, because we know when bruh start drinking alcohol or bruh start drinking, things go down, right? He don't need to be drunk. He get loose, as she said. He gets loose. She ends up going out with a 33-year-old guy, 33-year-old trainer and promoter. Forgot the dude's name. Y'all just excuse me. If you remember his name, put it in the chat. I wasn't paying attention to his name. 33-year-old guy who is a promoter and trainer. On their date, they get to know each other. Come to find out that he gets all his clients from women. Surprise, right? From the club. All his majority of his clients are women. He get them from a club. He also is a promoter. And Jasmine was like, oh God, those are red flags. Like, she's leaving a dude who has a strip club for a car wash. You think she wants to be with a guy who's a promoter and spend all night out in the club, and most of his clients are women? She was like, nah, red flag. Let's hold this off. Let's stop this. Let's not. I don't want to deal with this. But my man was putting this bad. He was putting this on thick, right? I think his name might have been Travis. I think it might have been. He was putting it on thick, telling her she looked like she's 23. That he's saying all the right things. My man had a script down to a T, right? And I don't like those type of women. I want a woman who's a homebody. Yeah, you want a woman who's a homebody so you can be out in the club getting clients. Wink, wink. Quotation mark, right? That's what he want to be doing. So he want to be out there getting clients. Then my man said he got another business, right? He got another business idea that he want to be going around cooking for people with no shirt on. She said butt naked. I thought he just meant like no shirt. I hope brother didn't say butt naked, because that's nasty. Who wants your butt juices in their kitchen, right? Who wants you gonna end up burning yourself, right? Hot grease pop up. That hurt. I've been like that when I was younger. Some hot grease that hopped up on your chest and scalded you or something like that, or put some hot water on you. Man, you don't be cooking naked in no kitchen. This ain't baby boy. You ain't cooking naked. But anyway, he got a business that he want to cook naked in the kitchen. And so, no, she said those all that stuff was red flags for him. He kept, like I said, he kept pulling on real thick, talking about he likes her, he cared for her. Their date kind of end. Next time we see them, Dr. Stacy's coming to their house, coming to Jasmine and Zay's house. And what we find out here in Jasmine and Zay's house, that there's some issues that's going on with them. There's a lot there's going on. Jasmine said, he has told me that I have a guide, that he has a guide, and don't disrespect the boundaries, right? Don't disrespect the boundaries that is set. And she has a problem because Zay let one of his friends talk foolish to her. Zay let one of his friends go crazy on her, right? Zay let one of his still friends put their relationship in jeopardy because of his friends. She said one of his friends made her feel uncomfortable and said he was going to slap her. Now, hold on, bruh. I know that's your girl and I know that's your boy. There's no way there's no way that I'm gonna let another grown man say he gonna put his hands on my wife. That's not gonna happen. This is your girl that you've been with 3 years. How do we even get to the point where your boy said he gonna slap your girl and you ain't punched my man in his face? I don't. He said, but Zay said he checked him, right? I'm sorry, I'd have did a little bit more than check him. Me and my brother would have had a lot more issues than me just checking him. It would have been on and popping in this situation. We would have had them throw down, drop, boy. It would have been just one of those days. Hey, it ain't gonna be fun. But hey, he checked him, right? He checked his boy. Oh boy. Today, got to do better. You got to do better than that, man. I'm checking my boy. They would have been rumbling up in that place. They would have called Atlanta PD or something. Talking about you want to slap my wife or slap my girl? Please. But nonetheless, Zay said he checked the guy. He said I got on him, but she is still crying. She's okay. She's crying. I mean, this guy never apologized. She's like, dude never apologized to me. He never apologized to Zay. It was totally disrespectful. He got loud. Zay didn't make him prioritize or didn't make him apologize. She feel like when it comes to Zay's friends, she plays second fiddle, and he has a hard time prioritizing his friendship and his relationship. I don't know what his friends got on him, but if this the girl that you want to be with, bro, guess who wouldn't be getting an invitation to the wedding? All right. I know she wants him to apologize. Just, hey, stay away from him. He might not have been able to talk to apologize if me and him would have gotten into rumble. But nonetheless, Zay never made his friend apologize to her, and it's hurting her. And he was like, oh, I don't mean she should feel that way. And when he said he don't feel like he can feel that way, even my wife Jack was like, what? Oh, no, you don't. I've learned, fellas, if you're watching this review, don't tell a woman how she's supposed to feel. You can't tell somebody how they feel. Oh, she ain't supposed to feel that way. What other way is she supposed to feel? Dude say he gonna slap the taste out of her mouth. He say he gonna put hands on her. Whatever way she supposed to feel. She supposed to feel disrespected, and you supposed to feel disgusted too. Matter of fact, every time you see him, he should be able to get you. He should be able to get one. Which tells me the reason that he's not getting one, he probably could take Zay. Probably that's one of the things. Either he probably could take Zay, or he got some things on Zay, so Zay ain't trying to put no hands on the man. But nonetheless, Dr. Stacy shuts that down right away. He said, "Wait a minute, no, this is what we're going to do. We're not about to ignore her feelings. To be honest, it would not, I'm not gonna let you ignore her feelings. This is how she feels. This is what she's going through. She feel like she's disrespected, and you can at least protect her. You can at least have some value, right? You can value her feelings more than you already done. The scene goes off with them, and we'll see more of Dr. Stacy in them a little bit later, maybe in the next episode. But Zay and Jasmine seem like they got some issues that they need to work through. Dr. Stacy said she wanted to make sure that Zay and Jasmine are committed to the process. She liked their energy, she liked what they have, and she liked the fact that they can stay committed and true to the process, which is on the show. The other couples, we go Jasha and Joya. She tells them that they're gonna have new dates. That Joya will be going out with someone, and Jasha will be going out with someone as well. And she said they had a great time with their conversation with each other. They've been doing better since the conversation, but they're not there yet. We see Jasha go out with this young lady named Brittany, and I'm telling you right now, Brittany is ready to go. She brought the energy. She had a nice little, I think it was a cat suit, onesie, whatever, outfit on. She was ready. She was touchy-feely the whole date. They go to a candle making place. Jasha was trying to keep all the boundaries. He was trying to keep there, but Brittany started to take it there. Brittany was like all over his beard. She started making some sexual comments, talking about sex on the beach with the stuff, talking about we couldn't get it open tonight with the scents. Can't get over, won't be no sex on the beach tonight. She was bringing all the flirtatious energy into this date with her and Jasha, and guess what? Jasha was down for it. He was feeling Miss Brittany. Now, we've seen this. Jasha has been on 2 dates so far, and every one of the dates he's feeling the date that he goes out with. And he's involving himself with the date that he goes out with. He's getting to the point where he's like, I may like this date. I may like this young lady. Jasha is having some, what's the word I'm looking for? Doubts about his relationship with Joya, or he's trying to keep it intact, but he's having a great time with Brittany. Brittany and him go back and forth about all the candles and the scents and their relationship, and she's like, why did we get to this place? And he explains, Joya want kids, and so he's telling everybody the biggest thing is for him is the kids, but he enjoys the entertainment of the women. He enjoys Brittany. But that's not a big thing. They have a good date. The date is real great. He gets home and he's kind of downplaying the date to Joya, right? Downplaying, hey, this, it was a good date, but I got something for you. He said, oh, y'all went to a candle making place. How was it? He was like, it was okay. And she could feel, right? She wasn't in it for this crap. She could feel that something different, the different energy from Jasha when he came back home. He felt like there was a different problem with Jasha. She felt the minutia that he was kicking, right? She know that Jasha was having some feelings for this young lady, or the date was much more than he expected. Than he expected that he was doing. That Brittany was bringing it on strong. Jasha was trying to hide things, brother. Stop trying to hide what's going on, right? If you like it, you like it. It is what it is, right? He actually liked the girl. She liked what was going on, and she's like, I'm not having it. But again, Jasha and Joya, there's some in that relationship. Jasha is looking for something. I'm not gonna say he's looking for something different, but he's open, right, to something different. I think they named the. And my wife says I'm guilty of this. Sometimes you don't know when people are flirting on you or coming on to you. I think they named it candles, right? Brittany named it candle experience, experience spelled with an X, and it called another candle called the X Factor. The X Factor or the experience of something with an X Factor in front of it. It was something dealing with an X, right? Something dealing with an X, and she didn't really understand what that meant until Joya was able to break it down for him. Like, dog, she's coming on to you, right? She's bringing you. She's flowing with you, she's getting you to know, right? She's trying to get you closer to her. And like I said, Brittany was just, she was real touchy-feely. In my personal view, I think my man's going on a second date with Brittany. He may say no, man, his mouth may say no, but his mind and body wants to go out another date with Brittany, because Brittany was not ugly. She was a CEO of a company. She was attractive. She brought the energy that he likes. He was down with her. They drank a little bit of wine. She was real flirtatious, as I mentioned earlier. Yeah, boy, Joya might be in a little bit of trouble when it comes to Miss Brittany. I do, in my heart of hearts, I believe, right, that him and Brittany is going out on another date. Yeah, they're going out on another date. It is what it is. That's all with Brittany and with Joya and Jason. Jason, if you're gonna lie when you come home, bruh, be better. If you're gonna lie when you come home, just be a little bit better than what you did, because it wasn't good. Not at all. Not at all. Then we see, we got Catherine and my man Ricky. Ricky decided that Catherine's gonna end up getting another date. Not on this episode, but Ricky's going out with Sheila. He's gonna go out with Sheila yet again. Him and Sheila goes to a date. They're going out on another date, and Catherine like, man, I need a man that has his own opinions. You stepped up like Dr. Stacy forced you into this date. I need a man that has his own opinion that can make decisions for himself. Other words, bro, she calling you a punk. Right? Make decisions. If you didn't want to go out with Sheila, then don't go out with Sheila. But Ricky wanted to go out with Sheila, Catherine. He wanted to go out there. He had a great time on a date with that young lady. So he wanted to go out with her. So they go out to a restaurant, and what happens in this restaurant here, they both order some food. They start having a casual conversation again. And now she's to the point where the young lady feeds him, man. He's like, nah, don't do it. But she's like, come on. And she started feeding them. They start having great conversation. The energy is great. Once again, they both realize they're Capricorns. They're Capricorns in the situation. And she's like, I know what Capricorns is. Oh, yeah, you Capricorns bring the energy of the person around them. And yeah, that's you. We are Capricorn. And he's like, yes. They're ready. They're ready to go. Ricky is like, yes. Eating off the floor. He was having a good time. He just enjoys Sheila's company, the red hair and all. It's like she gets him, right? She understands him. He understands how to communicate with her. It seems like Ricky's good making friends for females, right? Ricky has a good personality. He can make friends well with females. But him and Sheila feel like they were just two old friends having a great time, having a great conversation. He is feeling her. I would be surprised. Wouldn't be surprised if he went out on a third date with her. I think he might go out on a third date with her because he was bringing a lot of energy. She was bringing it as well. I think Catherine may try to shut that down, but I think Ricky and Sheila will go out on a red date. So Catherine, in her confessional, said she was like, oh, okay, so now that's what we're doing? Okay, I know how to move accordingly. Yeah, for those, I know how to move, because Ricky was like, yo, this is what's going on. This is what we was doing. This is what operated. This is where it's at. So guess what? I'm going to move accordingly. Yep. Yeah, she's going to move accordingly. So we're going to see how Ricky can handle Catherine moving accordingly, and what does moving accordingly mean for Catherine. If you saw the preview, she got my man with a beard. She was really touchy-feely. So we're going to see there might be some fireworks in the midst of Sheila and I'm about to say Sheila and Ricky relationship. Yeah, Sheila and Ricky does have a relationship, but Catherine and Ricky's relationship in the upcoming episodes, it really wasn't too much to none of their dates. It was just that Ricky, like I said, Ricky tried not to be disrespectful, but Sheila took it there, and Ricky is feeling Sheila's attention. He's feeling the conversation. He's feeling everything that's going on with Sheila. So we'll see if Ricky will get that third date maybe in the next episode. But when they introduce a new couple, Zay and Jasmine, which I think maybe a little bit better than Dunbar and Chance. At least Zay and Jasmine are willing to commit to the process with them. As I mentioned, Joya and Jasha. Jasha's feeling Brittany. There's no doubt in my mind. She had everything that he liked. The energy, the body, the attention he was getting. She enjoyed that. One thing, again, my man Jasha cannot lie. Because Joya saw it's like that Blackstreet song. It's written all over your face, right? He ain't got to say a word. It was written all over Jasha's face that he had a great time, that he enjoyed the date, and then he also couldn't lie about what was going on. And she felt like he was holding some things back. She really enjoyed it. And once again, as I mentioned with Ricky and Sheila, when you eating off of somebody else's forks, all boundaries are crossed. She's feeding you on dates. Y'all having a great time. You learn out that you got the same sign. Psh, bruh, bet. It's about that time. It's about to go down. Hey, so that's my review for Put a Ring on It. Let me know what you think. Leave a comment in the comment section below. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. Make sure you hit that bell notification so you catch all of our reviews. Once again, if you watch the video to the end, why not hit the subscribe button? Become a member, that bell notification, so you can be notified every time we drop another video. Y'all guys have a great one. Appreciate it.